9A. You're gonna need to bring your best game on this one.
James Schloss, on behalf of Ms. Neely.
Your name, ma'am?
Janaya Jamil.
All right, so you understand how many violations she's had, right? In the past.
To Your Honor, and I,
And so I'm gonna, how is she going to proceed on these?
so she's going to recognize that she's in violation, Your Honor.
You're
She
gonna,
also is here with her mother today. She does have a cognitive mental disability and
well, maybe that's why I've been so incredibly kind, overly kind. She's got 23 prior violations, shame on me. I think I gave her a few days once. So she's gonna either have to plead guilty to these or we're gonna have a hearing. We've got 4 counts, failure to pay, failure to submit the weekly testing on 3 occasions, and then failure to pay for the scram tether, and then a non-technical violation of being convicted of the drive while license not valid.
I did review that with her, Your Honor, and yes, she will acknowledge that. But I must say to the court that knowing how the court feels about money, but also the opportunity to allow people to come to the court and address why they might not have it. I don't know if that sank in with her last time. She was trying to deal with her probation officer, and I don't know if the information got before the court. But I did reinforce with her, she has problems, make sure she calls in, just like you told several other people before. She is, you're working now, is that correct? She just got her job back. She's at a Hampton,
Okay, let me take the plea first though, okay? That's all right. Your name?
Just hold on, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if you plead guilty to these, I want you to understand your probation on this could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that? And you signed an advice of rights form today. Is that true? You got to keep your voice up. If you plead guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that? Nice and loud.
Yes.
Is the count 1 that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Is the count 2 that you failed to submit the weekly testing as ordered on June the 4th of 26? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Is the count 3 that you failed to submit the testing as ordered on June the 17th? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Got to keep your voice up. Is the count 4 that you failed to submit the testing as ordered on June the 22nd? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing on June 4, June 17, and June 22?
Yes.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
Yes.
Is the count 5 that you failed to obtain a scram tether? How do you plead?
Judge, that's not the count. It's, she failed to pay for the scram tether.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Failed to pay for the scram tether. I apologize. Failed to pay for the scram tether. How do you plead? Did you fail to pay for the scram tether?
Yes.
And is the count 6, which is a non-technical, that you failed to refrain from violating a law, being convicted of drive while license not valid through this court, June 11 of 26, offense date May 25 of 26. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Were you convicted of that offense on that day? On June the 11th?
Sorry.
Were you convicted of drive while license not valid on June the 11th? Was the offense date May the 25th?
Yes.
And again, you failed to submit to testing on all those dates, June 4th, 17th, and 22nd, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you failed to pay for your scram tether,
Yes.
and you failed to pay fines and costs, correct? So here, I'll accept your pleas. Here's the problem. You're still in operating while impaired. I'm going to let you can feel free to tell me what it is, tell them what you told me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm concerned. She is complying with the scram tether in the sense of there's been no positive alerts, nothing like that. She hasn't paid on it. The last payment she did make was the other day on June 23rd for $50. Her current balance is at $979. They want to shut off the device at this point. They want it back. I'm concerned about this regarding it. We went over her conditions. Janai is very concerned regarding money. I'm aware of the conditions and aware that she, had some money struggles. But like I explained to her as well, there's only so many extensions I can give. There's only so many extra time I can give. Eventually, we do have to come in front of you and discuss this. She was very upset about her violation. She called me about 6 times in a 10-minute time frame. She was very upset with the clerks the other day as well, asked me if she was gonna go to jail today or not. We cannot tell her what's gonna happen today. We do not know. You make all the decisions, not us.
Why did I extend initially I told her to remain on a sober link until April the 5th.
She was not compliant on the SoberLink device at her last violation, so we removed the SoberLink device. She went to jail for 8 days and then wanted her on the screen.
How long has she been, testing negative for everything?
Every she does show up for testing, she's negative. But the last test I have for her, she did show up for testing on June 26th. She was negative. Prior to that, the test I had was June 8th. She was negative. Prior to that, the test I had was May 31st. When she does show for testing, she is negative.
And the scram has had no positive
The
results.
scratch had no positive alerts, nothing like that. It's just for not paying for it. And again, at this point, they're going to shut off the device.
Where's the mother? Come on up here. Young lady, how are you? What's your name?
Define G.
I'm sorry,
Define G.
can you spell that for us?
Yes. DEQUANDRA. Last name GE.
Thank you. Did you want to say something? Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, I was explaining to the lawyer that she has a disability where she does not understand. So like the money, she was thinking like if she's paying different courts that she's okay. So she's been trying to take her money and pay this court, pay that court, but not really trying to put the focus towards the on the screen. So she doesn't fully understand what's going on. Cause I explained to her, like, she was under the impression at first that she was coming to court to get her tether removed. That's what she said. She said, my basically I was just trying to put it in for my tether removed, and I said, well, if you're being violated, that's not what that is. And I thought about it, like, she's not understanding she's not understanding what you guys explained to her. And she has had some struggles with working and not being able to pay it.
Where do you work at?
I work at a urgent care and
The Hampton,
yes, and Trenton,
Hampton Nursing,
How much do you get paid?
16,
How many hours do you work per week?
8. We just,
8,
well, I mean 40.
Okay,
8 a day.
Yeah, even that.
all right, so you're making $640 a week gross, right? And then they take taxes out, right?
Yes.
I would like to note too, she does have her warrants are still active. The one I did look up is she has one out of the 25th district court. That is for the other driving under the influence. That warrant is still active.
Why didn't you go surrender on that?
I thought I did when I went to Taylor. I even went to Wyandotte.
25th is Lincoln Park though.
I didn't go to that one yet.
Why not?
I was trying to make the money for it, sir.
The ones in, the Wyandotte was a driving license suspended, and then the ones in Taylor were driving tickets.
I told you to clear all your warrants by March the 1st of 26 too. This is July. Why did you have to go take care of that, young lady? It's a drunk driving. It's not a simple case. I mean, she needs to grow up a little. I get it. I'm trying to be understanding now. But she needs to pay attention to what she's doing. And
I'd like to add too, house arrest did state that they've tried to contact her several times to make payment agreements with her. Every time they do talk to her, she'll promise payments and then she defaults on the arrangements that they agreed upon. So house arrest has talked to them, she has communicated with them and then doesn't agree to the terms.
When's the last time we had any indication she was consuming anything?
I mean, as of right now, again, she's not showing up for testing all the time, so I don't know if she's consuming. I don't think she's consuming alcohol because of the scram tether. I really don't believe she is. I don't know if she's consuming anything else, though any test she does appear for, she has been negative on all of them. It's just not getting her to appear to all of the weekly tests, because again, she missed, in the month of June, she missed 3 tests.
Just certain times I just gonna be having the money to pay for the lifting and to test for it sometimes. So sometimes I'll have to contact Terry, try to, reschedule for a different, day.
You're making my job difficult here. You know that? I mean, you're really hard. I don't know what to do with you. I can't have people violating left and right like this. I'm sympathetic to what you're going through, but you're just not complying with orders. I'm expecting you to go over to Lincoln Park today, right now. Today, right now. Do you know what I mean by that? I mean today, right now. It's 10 after 10. I'm gonna expect, did you drive her here?
Yes.
I'm gonna expect that you guys go over to Lincoln Park today and be there by 11 o'clock. It's only 22 minutes probably from here to Lincoln Park. Let's start with that. I'm not gonna require her to be on the scram anymore. I mean, I don't know if I've ever had anybody with this many violations. She's scheduled to come off when?
The scram, technically, you've never given her a date in the scram, so I did tell her I would discuss with you today taking the scram off, because we
Would
never
want you
gave her an
to.
end date.
And right now we have her on weekly testing.
She's been moved to bi-weekly testing as of a couple days ago, Your Honor.
Okay? What do you think?
I'm concerned. Again, I feel like we did not great in the beginning. After she went to jail in her last violation, we did really well when we got out of jail. She was communicating with me really well. She was showing up. She didn't have money for the scram right away like you ordered her to. Because she was communicating with me and told me what was going on, I gave her time to get the scram. She didn't end up getting the scram until like 2 weeks after she got out of jail. But I worked with her as long as she was appearing for urine testing. I told her I'd work with her on it. So again, it's feel like sometimes we do well for a little while and then she disappears and I don't hear from her for a while. And then she'll reach out to me and say, should I appear for testing today? And I'm like, well, you missed testing the last 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, you can appear today, but if you would have told me about it before, then maybe we could have worked out something a little sooner. So it wasn't 2 weeks later that we're appearing for a makeup. I don't know if she'll be able to comply with probation again, with the money and all the monetary amounts. I just worry that this is a hole she's dug herself that we can't get out of now.
So how are we gonna solve that? How are we gonna solve that?
The only suggestion I can make, Your Honor, if I may, is that she's living with her mother. And if she could, and this is, I have nothing that the court ordered, maybe turn over the checks to your mother. And perhaps she can start making sure that payments are paid. Is that something that can be done between the two of you?
Yes.
You got yes from both of them.
Did she do her treatment?
She's been enrolled in treatment. She does have a little bit of a lapse in treatment, but it's not on her. Her therapist became a supervisor, so they moved her to a new therapist now, and that new therapist hasn't reached out to her yet to schedule, it sounds like. She did also complete her victims impact panel. She has not completed her work program days. We've tried to schedule her for a few of them. It never seems to work out.
You gotta get those scheduled. You gotta get going. Heather, give me a review hearing date in 5 weeks, will you please? First of all, take your time.
Okay, Judge. When did this, do you want it on a Woodhaven day or just for a
It
review
doesn't
hearing?
matter, whatever, probation day is good, especially if Mr. Schlaf's here.
I'm here usually on Thursdays.
Then let's set it for a
Um,
Thursday.
Well, our next Thursday, you are off in August on the 13th. So Mr. Schloff wouldn't be here again until the 27th of August.
How much can you afford to pay weekly?
Speak up.
$50.
Did you hear what she said, Mom?
Yes.
We're gonna set your review hearing for August the 27th at 8:30. That's gonna be a jail start date. 30 days.
If she's not in compliance.
She's not in compliance. You're to pay house arrest $25 per week and the court $25 per week beginning July the 13th. I've written down you're to test bi-weekly instead of weekly. You appear for the review hearing on August the 27th. You are to surrender to the 25th District Court on the warrant today. Scram tether to be returned in the next 24 hours. Unless we can take it and give it to
I
them.
think full house arrest, Joel will usually come and meet them somewhere.
So that's to be done within the next 24 hours. So she's gonna make that call. I will consider suspending your jail term if you remain compliant. So that means you have to go to Lincoln Park today. It means you have to pay 25 per week to the court in the house arrest starting July 13th. It means you have to test every time you're supposed to test, and that's bi-weekly. It means you are to surrender to the 25th District Court on the warrant today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna put that down as a jail start date on August the 27th. And again, the scram tether to be removed. I think I've covered everything, but I can't have you miss testing. You cannot miss testing. I'm taking the scram off. You cannot miss testing. If you miss testing, I'm gonna require you to serve the 30 days. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
Mom, I think she needs some guidance here.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you came. She's giving the staff a hard time around here. That's not right.
No.
Gonna give somebody a hard time, you're gonna give me the hard time, okay? I don't like that. They don't deserve that. Okay? That's it. Do we understand everything, ma'am?
It to a required drug test. The judge first comforted Harper's emotional mother, explaining that while parents naturally want to be involved, adult defendants must communicate directly with their attorneys. During the hearing, Harper acknowledged his mistakes, described his personal growth, his pursuit of a bachelor's degree in software development, and his desire to become a better father and citizen. However, the judge emphasized that these were not simply mistakes, but conscious choices, reminding him that he had previously been warned about the consequences of violating probation. Harper's mother delivered a heartfelt statement, accepting that her son had made poor decisions while pleading for mercy and promising to support him in fulfilling every court requirement. After considering the evidence, the judge found Harper guilty of violating probation, but chose not to impose immediate incarceration. Instead, she suspended a 2-year state jail sentence and placed him on 5 years of regular probation with strict conditions, including community service, parenting classes, substance abuse treatment, random drug testing, anger management, employment requirements, and completion of his college degree or a trade certification. The judge concluded by encouraging Harper to seek help whenever he encountered difficulties and urged him to stop breaking his mother's heart by making poor decisions, giving him one final opportunity to prove that he could change his life.